Can you see that? So all the havoc wrecked in Abuja today, right, were sponsored by the Nigerian police. Can you beat that? I know the whole world is watching. And I know you are watching. That is how degenerated. Since they couldn't bribe the organizers, since they couldn't intimidate them to submission, since they couldn't stop them or make them fight themselves, this is it. Violence, anarchy, sponsored by government. Government sponsoring anarchy in their own country to kill their own citizens in order to keep peace. I don't think that is going to end well. I don't think so. I will show you more why this is so coordinated. And earlier today in Abuja, see what it looked like before the whole thing escalated.
I think it's now obvious that the Nigerian government are so lackadaisical in nature. People are protesting. They have their demands. And they are looking up to you to implement those demands, which within 24 or 48 hours, that those demands should be met. And people will be out of the street. You are not doing anything instead. Should I say you are paying deaf ears to their demands? And watchdogs harass them, burn their cars, and rest of other things. People want to see orders being implemented. People want to see executive order being made on police extortion on the road. People want to see orders being made on police harassment in Nigeria. That police will listen to your request or to your explanation without slapping you, without hitting you gun head. That's what people want to listen to. People want to see some of the perpetrators of this very evil being beheaded, being arraigned to court. People want to see compensation to the victims of this very ugly development. You are not doing any. All you want is just to suppress them and for them to go back home. It doesn't happen that way. You can see that they are determined and they are out on the street. You have to attend to them. What do they demand? Listen to them. Grant them those demands. Since they are the masses, they are the one that voted you in. If it has gone beyond, should I say, the police brutality and NSAS stuff, and they are now complaining about bad governance, then call for a confab. Call for a confab and check the system that Nigeria is operating on, if it is sustainable. If it's not sustainable, then dispose such system and know that it's not working, that the masses are suffering. You can't just...
It's a long one, but that was what they are doing to people in Abuja today. Okay, it has become so bloody. I still have a few more videos I'm going to show you from Abuja. Take a look at this lucky guy who was shot at. Well, lucky enough, it was his car that took the hit.
You can see this. To this car this morning.
The bullet this car.
This morning. Today is.
This morning in Abuja.
Today is
Abuja one-day protest.
Today is
a peaceful protest.
You see that? The people, everyone there said, "Oh, you were so lucky. You were lucky," because indeed it was. But take a look at the moment they started the shooting, attacking the protesters in Abuja. It's a brief moment, and capture that. Watch.
Shit, man! What the fuck? Oh my god! Shit! Oh shit!
There was some scary stuff there, wasn't it? Yes, that was what they unleashed on the protesters in Abuja today. Okay, and it wasn't a good one. Same thing is going on in Abeokuta. And the man that came out and said, if Buhari failed to do something, that ambassador, you know, Ambassador Uzeni, something, whatever, Kumasi, this guy, let me show you. This guy who said, if Buhari failed to do something within the next so days and failed to use the soldiers, and we actually took a matter up, people were able to write so many international organizations. Some of them who gave him a peace award. They gave him the Peace Ambassador Award and all of that. I think they were telling him that you have ruined your life with that video you made. So watch. Let me show you the reminder.
You dare not try it. Can you try this nonsense during Obasanjo time? I blame Buhari for taking things lightly with this. There are certain things that should be handled with iron fists. Vladimir Putin, he said, necessary. You should take necessary process to deal with irregularities, not due process. There are certain times due process doesn't work, but necessary process. So in whichever way that your country will be in peace, handle it. If the police fails to do what it's supposed to do, bring the military. If it fails, we, the patriotic citizen, will go against the miscreant. We will face them.
Ambassador of peace. We, the blah, 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 blah. We will face them. They think in our old war and they fight. They think in our old fight and they fight. Which is all they know is violence, intimidation. That's all they know. All right? But guess what? Within 24 hours, when boys turn on the heat, when the whole house become too uncomfortable, when those he called his friends in the international community, those who have seen him as ambassadors, who have met him at so many fora, started telling him that, you have destroyed yourself. Do you think this is 1980? You are making a video on social media that you are going to... Immediately he made that video, violence started in Nigeria. They have started attacking protesters because Buhari hasn't come out to declare the military to go and attack people. So his call has been listened to, ladies and gentlemen. But last, Baba swallowing words. Baba can't apologize. In fact, Baba said, say, I support SARS. End SARS. It isn't a joke. Buhari will still come out to say, I resign. End SARS. You go see things. You go see film.
Good evening, teaming Nigerian youth out there on the street day and night, protesting for the end of SARS or end of police brutality. As a Nigerian, like any other Nigerian, I have right to air my view. It may suit somebody, some people, and it may hurt some people. But in whichever way you take it, I'm deeply sorry for the utterances I made in those videos, and that particular number 6. Please accept my sincere apology. I endorse you fully and wholeheartedly. Good evening, teaming Nigerian youth out there.
Don't worry. You see this phone pressing generation. Yeah, the generation where they press phone. The generation where no get sense. The generation where they call the Indomie generation. Fear them. Fear them. Oh. You can do your gra, you can do your gara, but they know where to hold your scotrum. You know what I mean? They can hold it. And you go to sweat inside the AC. They say, Baba, what's happening? You say, all right. But you are crying, sir. No. They're holding boss. Ambassador Mayansh. He's enjoyed that, that foreign posting, where they go about bragging. And when they go to their community, where people will be doing rank-a-day for them, they don't tell us, oh boy, could see. This video you do, Buhari will go 10 years time. Nobody will have anything to do with you. Baba can't do JJ. I endorse you. In fact, I endorse us. Upon monkey. Upona. We no go give them banana. Sure. Now, they know. All they know is use the power of force. Intimidation, oppression. That's all they know. They are not really crafty. They are not really intelligent. But they use the power of force. That is why Amechi said something. And I managed to lay my hands on it, on that video. We are going to Benin tonight. Don't worry. You go see film, Prison Break, season 10, Benin edition. You go see Prison Break, organized by Oshiomole. They think say we no go know. Sure. We know. Last, they say Obaseki is still Obaseki. Whether you say talk by 1, talk by 2, talk by 10, Obaseki will still be Obaseki. It belongs to the elite. Last, it go play to their hand because they tell her, we go bring coffee, we go bring state of emergency. You know, say they don't like him before. They never do second time swearing in for him. Suddenly, prison break for Benin. Prison, oh boy. Aye. By the time they write the story of MSAS, guys, stories go come out. No joke. So we are still going to Benin. But I want you to listen to what Amici said about Nigerians. He said this back ago, and I think he should. Let's refresh our mind before we continue on the violence unleashed on protesters across the country. Now, listen to this.
There must be mass action. I continue to say people must come out to the street. You see, one thing about Nigeria is the moment they see the police and the army, they run away. And that's because most of the people who come out actually are not poor people. They are rich men or rich men's children who want to enjoy themselves. The day the poor hit the street, then all of us will be on the run.
All of you will be on the run?
Yeah, including you. You're already on the run, so you're in America here.
Yeah, you're right. But seriously, you know, are there times that when the elites, you know, the people in political power in Nigeria, the rich people, which you all meet all the time, are there times that you're afraid that one day the poor could actually come out?
No, I don't know about others, but me, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I believe that one day, if we're not careful, in fact, what we're doing, if you ask me, is not revolutionary. What we're doing, the 7 of us and the rest governors who support us, is to save the ruling class from themselves. Because actually, the way we are going to self-destruct. Or the way we're going, people will rise up one day and come after us.
Do you think other?
Absolutely. He said it, and it is happening. So you see, now poor people go try fight for the rich. You see all the rich people in Nigeria right now. Some of them are already refreshing. Which citizenship they gave me? Is it Seychelles Island or India? Which all of them now are going to start reviewing their passports. The country they've told you they've never been there. You won't know that they are citizens of different countries. Many of those rich people who are watching things now, they want to see how the thing will go. If it goes south, baba, they will run away. They will run away. Yeah, you may brag, nothing. The soldiers go crush them. Alaye, powerful people don't go because they think they're powerful. Okay? Many people, this would have happened a long time ago. Now death saves some other tyrant. Or coup saves some tyrant. You see this one that is happening. As long as this tyrant is there and there is a presidency, you cannot tell how powerful they claim to be, how lasting it will be for them. I hope, hopefully, this is not going to get escalated too bad that, it will be beyond their control. Let me take you back quickly I'm going to make you watch this video. Some of them are so there that I want you to see them first, then I will speak after.
Thank you, police. Process, is the police. Now this process guys now. Process guys. Process guys.
That is an Abuja. That is to give you the kind of area coverage of what it is like, how the thugs are operating, how they are moving about, and police are protecting them. That's what happened. Now, I'm going to have us watch this because it is time to go to prison break, Benny. Oh boy, can't see prison break where prisoners without any weapon or anything, they broke out of a jail that the prison wardens are unable to stop them or even put up a fight. No fight, no nothing. The people just waka come out, waka jeje. And they can't do interview. But see how it all started first. A lot happened for Benin today. It's not just the jailbreak that happened in Benin. I decided not to add that to my caption, okay? So that's why it's good for you to watch the video. They did a burial today in Benin. The burial of who? Let us go do prison break first. When I come back from prison break and we interview the prisoners that escaped, that just received their own miraculous escape, we will go back again and do the burial for Benin. There was some cooking yesterday, today na burial, and then a prison break. But let's take a tour to Benin.
They don't scatter up, they don't free prisoners, so boys don't boys. Don't free prisoners, so all the prisoners out. Freedom! 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 All prisoners must go! Freedom! 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 Prisoners! Now we need a runner! Operation go! Freedom! 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 Prisoners! This is Benin prison, Sapla Road! Thank you! Freedom! Freedom! All the police stations. Omo, like this, they don't bust Edo State prison, no. Don't be White House now. Yes, now. They don't bust White House. See prisoners, they run. Freedom. I salute you now. You prisoner too? Yes. Freedom. Yeah, detain me. Serious? Unlawful detention. Jesus. I money, they go to my friend. Yeah. I know that here. He shop money. Yeah. He shop money. Yeah. Inspector Dele. Yeah. Dele shop money. Not going to investigate me. He remained to go prison 2 years plus. I just said I went to trial. Men not worry. God.
But you don't see prison break, or where prisoner they do interview. They tell their story, they do camera stay. You know, you will think that as a prisoner or someone awaiting trial, that you know that one way or the other, they are holding you against your will. Oh boy, oh boy, you don't go run away. You go to do the interview. Do you see that Jesse? Do you see that Jesse? Your name? They say now New Jesse. They say now your season 2020 to 2021 Jesse be that. Oh boy, una two do well. Well done, Sas. Oshio Mole. Well done, Sas. Now prison break then call am. We're supposed to hear that. Did you see how they opened the gate? They opened the gate. All right. Although they said that is not the real prison. 2 years. So they hold me for 2 years. Inspector Dele, wherever Inspector Dele did right now, Inspector Dele should start running away. Because that guy went in lock for 2 years, the guy they come for him, no joke. I'm going to show you another one. This time around, let me see. I think now Benin, okay. Mo go where out and take escape. First, let me check this out. No, we'll come back to that. Now the burial be that, right? So I have one more, which is actually from Benin as well. One sec. Okay, that's Abuja. Anyway, this is what the video that eventually came out. How these guys escaped from the prison with the help of the Nigerian prison, where the holding cell. Because you don't even understand. There's no data. There's nothing. You go to prison, people don't get record. No, nothing. What a country. You will see people awaiting trial. They will say he's awaiting trial and he's in prison. Awaiting trial for 5 years, for 10 years. How can you be waiting trial for 10 years? What kind of thing is that? Well, it's so common in Nigeria that everybody talks about it, but nobody does anything about it. That's how terrible it is. Awaiting trial, but you're already serving jail. Even if they later find you not guilty, awaiting trial means that you have not even appeared in court. They just sent you to go and wait until they find a court date for you. What if you go to court and they set you free? What happened to the 10 years you used? They will say sorry and inshallah. They will say, Baba, forget them. You know, just accept them and inshallah, it will be. No worry. Thank God say you dear alive. Some people don't make and they're not dear alive again. They're going to make you feel good in your own terrible situation, injustice, right? But this is what we got. It's not so clear. But we can manage them. Now this and like this. The Edo prison awaiting trial, take escape Edo prison. so that they can target on the NSAS protesters. No be NSAS protester, go at no prison. No. We don't know who sponsored Tug and all these people. The same Tug was actually like interviewing all the prisoners. Somehow, we don't know how he be. But now like this, you see
the policeman is shooting at the other side. As you can see, they are breaking the fence and they're trying to come out. Yes. Gunshot upon gunshot is being heard. You can see.
So they are helping them. They are helping them arrange, breaking the fence and all of that. Nobody was trying to stop them. That was the Nigerian prison break. You cannot beat that. Go and write a script and see if it's not going to sell internationally. Prison break, Nigeria. Benin, prison break, Benin. The protesters are not those who broke anybody out of jail, but the government is going to try to pin it on them, but it's not going to last. Like I do say, they are dealing with a generation that is pressing fingers, pressing phones. They are too smart. They will expose you. They know who to tag. They know who to email. They know which organization internationally they have to mass report to. They know how to raise online petitions to generate hundreds of thousands of signatures all over the world. They know how to approach parliament all over the world. They will shake you. All of these things now. Warm up. You know what I'm talking about. Let me show you this, which is an interview. a burial arrangement in Benin. About fair Benin people. Somehow, they arranged this so. And I want to start with this. I didn't do that. But Benin people, they vex. And I'm not going to pretend about it. Because they have shown it, that then they vex. I'm going to go look for another one. Because I guess different angles of how then... There is another one. So they are reacting to the killings by the security forces in Benin. At least over 4 people have been allegedly killed in Benin. I can confirm 3, especially the young man killed 2 days ago. Excuse me, 2 days ago in Benin. Is a protester. Well, let me take you through another one. This time around, watch this.
Just look at my video. These people, they go carry this house boys. See them here. My phone. They shoot tear gas. They don't collect this guy's phone now. They don't do anything. I swear. They don't shoot. They don't shoot us tear gas. We don't do. They go carry these bastards.
That's in Abuja. The reason why I had to take you back to Abuja is because for you to really know, there are so many things were captured on camera of how governments or the policemen were paying thugs to attack protesters so that they can call it people. They are actually like, government officials are going on TV. They are going on radio. They are telling people that NSAS protesters are burning houses. Meanwhile, you can see the properties of people burned. A car mat. They burnt every car in their mat in Abuja. They are not protesting. There's no protest around there. They just moved there. And you know what? These are businesses owned by our Igbo brothers and sisters in Abuja. They knew what they are doing. They know what they are doing, and they will continue to do that because they want something to strike and turn it into tribal, dispute. That is what tyrants, that's what they do. Dictators, they will use everything. Eventually, they will become desperate, but they don't know when, they won't know when to stop. But very soon, you will begin to hear people resigning from Buhari's government. Maybe you have never seen anything like that before, Abi, where politicians will resign, Abi. In the next 1 week, with the level they want to take this whole thing, effort to crush the protest, effort to use their thugs to turn it into violence, the whole world will search the beam light on Nigeria more. And eventually, you will begin to see some people from Buhari's government. They will begin to resign. That is when you will begin to know that, oh boy, if I say something won't happen, no. Hey, waiting they go on. I'm saying this to you now because that is what the Spirit is telling me to tell you at this hour. Because that's the way I feel about it. I'll take you to another one. Listen to this.
It's not APC. It's not anything. The name of our political party, let me tell you, the name of our political party is YDP, Youth Democratic Party. Youth Democratic Party. That is what we stand for. Independent candidature. I don't need to know anybody. I don't need to know any cause for that reason. Before I become anything, before I get admission, before I get any job in this country, that is my plight. Tell them, tell the world that nobody, no plane is allowed to come to Nigeria, and no plane is allowed to leave Nigeria to any country because Nigeria is not safe. We are angry. We are angry, and they should not try that to unleash the soldiers or the security personnel on us. We are ready for them. This is not a dull and a dumb generation. Thank you. Thank you.
That is Muritala Muhammad International Airport in Lagos. So if I told you 4 days ago, I said, if you never book your flight to Nigeria, no bookamo. Because you may not be able to even fly. Or if you fly to Nigeria and you need to leave early enough, you should do it. I said that 4 days ago. Well, the protesters have taken over Lagos International Airport. They have said no plane should come to Nigeria this period. The peaceful protesters have taken over the airport. They are going to take over Abuja International Airport tomorrow. Enugu International Airport tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big Tuesday where they indeed want to show Buhari that, no, you have to address us. This is no longer a joke. Are you with me? So, that is tomorrow, Tuesday. And how the government handle that will determine how peaceful it will be. And we appeal to the government of Nigeria, the regime of Buhari, please don't use violence on the people. Listen to them. Do what they want. That is all they want. They have never been violent. They have been so orderly. They have been so, so organized. Come on. Leave them alone. Let them express their own right. It's part of their right that actually made them politicians. And if you cannot respect that right, please don't kill them. We are sending this appeal. Even this soldier is appealing to his own friends. Please, if they send you after protesters, please don't kill them. Please, they are fighting for you too. Well, I didn't say that. This soldier said.
My advice goes to every fellow soldier. Okay? You guys should not be fooled. Don't be used. We are the youth. The fight that the civilian fighting is our fight. Do not let them use us. I know where you are. Most especially the advice goes to the new people in the system. I'm talking about the 1990 and the 2090. And mostly, they will use you guys for this struggle. They will deploy you. As I'm hearing the rumor that they want to deploy some soldiers to chase away, maybe to scare the protester. You guys should remember, even though you were deployed, eventually you deploy. Remember that if you eventually take any unlawful order and you fire civilian people you're firing, remember the bullet may go and hit your brother or your sister. And remember this fighting that these people are fighting is just our fight. Because if Nigeria is okay, nobody will fly out of the country. Remember how many soldiers have leave this job, run to Dubai, run to different part of the country for seeking for greener pasture. And how much are they paying you as a private soldier? Maybe private soldier is 50,000, last cobra 55,000, and so on like that. You know, you yourself say this fight is our fight, and if things is okay in the country and if every soldier is well paid, civilian is well paid, things are going on, nobody will like want to fly out of this country. The foreigner, they will be like trying to come to our country, not we trying to go to other country. I urge every one of you, every soldier seeing this, listening to this, please do not let us be fooled. Remember what happened in Sudan when the president called the soldier to chase away the protester. Let's add professionalism into this. Is the protester that even is the soldier they join the protesters, singing for them, playing with them, because they know when things is okay in the country, then they will enjoy it as well. Who is safe? How much are they paying now? How much will you buy in a bag of rice? Now, if they pay you maybe as a private soldier 50,000 and you have a wife and family,